Ginebra versus Blackwater sa Inares Antipolo, huling 3 laro ng Barangay Ginebra, 2 malaking panalo kontra sa mga kapatid nila na San Miguel tsaka Magnolia. Pero yung pangatlong laro, nabigo sila kontra sa Northport, isang gutsy Northport team na despite the label ng mga tao sa kanila, it seems like yung players, may mga gusto silang patunayan individually. Anyway, for Ginebra though, ang common theme lately ay yung production ng local players nila. Sa last 3 games, 78 points per game ang mga locals ng Barangay Ginebra. That's a huge percentage considering na 101 points per game sila as a team, total, lahatan na, nung huling 3 laro na yon. And yes, malaking bagay pa rin si Brownlee for their success, di ba yung sa Northport nga, diba, consecutive mistakes lang kay Justin Brownlee that cost them the game na. Pero it's okay lang yan, di ba? Nangyayari naman talaga yung ganun. We cannot expect perfection. There's going to be off nights. Anyway, balik tayo sa topic ng Blackwater versus Ginebra. Early in the game, they struggled against Blackwater zone defense. To be fair to Blackwater kasi lengthy talaga yung lineup nila. Kung makikita natin dito, lineup nila, Chua, bigger than 6'6", 6'7" ata to. Perada, 6'6", Christian David, 6'6", Kweko Tehi, 6'3", George King, 6'4". So, kahit na wala silang, hindi sila yung San Miguel kind of big or Ginebra kind of big noon nung may mga big men pa sila. Marami silang mga matatangkad na wings and it gave Ginebra struggles kasi nag-struggle din ang Ginebra to shoot the ball from the outside. They failed to make their 3-point shots early in the game. Kung makikita natin dito, Jamie attempts a 3-pointer kahit na may putback. Okay? They really struggled. They missed their first 15 attempts sa 3-point area ng first half, di ba? And sa mga ilang possessions naman, na ipasok naman nila yung bola sa gitna ng zone. Pero still, most of their successful attacks pa rin were from the inside. And mga shots, some were close, di ba? To the basket. Kung makikita natin dito, pinasok nila yung bola kay RJ, waiting for an opportunity, di ba? To either have a driving lane sa gap and then drop pass kay Japet or kick out sa 3 points. Pero smart move from RJ to take the easy shot kaysa mag-risk pa outside shot na hindi nga makashoot. So, in the first half, Ginebra missed nga their first 15 attempts sa 3 points. Pero si RJ Abarientos, he was the spark that made Ginebra, para siyang switch. That his 3-pointers made Ginebra turn the switch. And ever since makashoot siya ng 3 points, parang 4 out of 5 yata sila after nun. So parang mula nung natapos yung second quarter, mula nung naging halftime, hanggang sa matapos yung laro, their offense looked decent naman. Pero it was really their defense kasi. Kung makikita natin dito, back to the offensive side. Okay, third quarter na to, naka-zone pa rin ang Blackwater. Makikita nyo yung zone ng Blackwater. Again, kagaya nung kanina, tight kasi yung zone defense nila kasi nga hindi nga makashoot Ginebra. Pero na kung makikita nyo, since si Stephen Holt, may isushoot niya to nakakashoot na sila ng outside shots, yung defense ng Blackwater, diba, dinedemand mo siya na mag-stretch pa to generate longer closeouts and open shots na kapag nakapag-generate ka na ng longer closeouts, doon ka na makaka-drive ulit papunta sa basket. And nandito, zone defense ng Blackwater, kung makikita nyo, sobrang stretched out na ng zone ng Blackwater kumpara sa kanina. Balik natin sa kanina para lang meron tayo comparison. Okay? Kumpara nyo dito, yan, unang clip. Okay. Saan yung unang clip? Yan. Kung makikita nyo dito, yung zone ng Blackwater, nagkukumpulan lang sila sa gitna. Okay? Kasi hindi makashoot yung Ginebra. Pero nung nagsimula na makashoot yung Ginebra, tignan nyo yung comparison. Stretched out, 2 versus 1 sa isang side. Dito, Ginebra, side to side, iniikot ang bola, ball screen. Now, yung zone defense, diba? Sobrang stretched out and nakaangat na yung 3 sa ilalim. And dahil si Holt umatake sa side na to, the zone defense reacted and nalibre si Troy Rosario sa baseline. Naglalurk siya dun sa ilalim. And si Troy Rosario, underrated siya. Or hindi naman underrated, pero part talaga ng game niya na ang galing niyang gumalaw off ball. And ang laking advantage nun na sa Ginebra siya naglalaro kasi 'di ba, naha-highlight or napapalakas lalo yung strength niya. So dito naman, welcome back Jamie Malonzo. Sobrang exciting ng fact na the Ginebra team ngayon, 'di ba, is way different compared sa last iteration nila before Jamie Malonzo went down. Itong team na to, they run more, mas mahilig sila for mass break, 'di ba, with guys like RJ, Stephen Holt. Ang exciting lang isipin na once healthy na sila Jamie, and even si Maya, di ba? Kung paano sila magbe-benefit ngayon sa dami ng mga playmakers sa team. Like si Holt, Scotty, Maverick, RJ Abarientos especially. So yun, panalo ang Ginebra kontra Blackwater, 86-63. After nitong play na to, talagang parang yun na yung nag-seal ng game. It was a blowout, pero a win is a win. Kahit hindi ganun kaganda, ang talagang consistent with them yung depensa nila. Yung their defense as usual, yung talagang consistent about them. Despite their offense being wishy-washy, inconsistent, on and off, diba? Ano pang adjective na pwede ko sabihin sa outside shooting nila? Streaky, etc. It's always their defense na laging andyan. Diba? Hindi 63 ba naman, 'di ba? Ang ipabigay mo lang sa Blackwater team na yes, walang Cedric Bearfield pero still 63 points. That's good defense.